Greetings, history enthusiasts. This is the HIST-A.I RY channel, and today, we embark on a journey through time with Alaska, a land shaped by ice and diplomacy. Join me as we navigate through ancient civilizations, geopolitical shifts, and economic booms that have left an indelible mark on this northern frontier. This isn't just a tale of conquest, it's an exploration of cultures, decisions, and the evolving identity of the last frontier. Welcome to the captivating land of Alaska, a place of diverse landscapes and intriguing history. This vast territory, known as the Land of the Midnight Sun, is a tapestry of towering mountains, icy glaciers, and verdant forests. But it's not just the geography that's fascinating. Alaska's history is a stirring saga of ancient civilizations, daring explorations, economic booms, and diplomatic maneuvers. Join us as we embark on a journey through time, exploring the rich tapestry of Alaska's history. Our journey begins with the first inhabitants of this land, the indigenous peoples. Long before the first Europeans set foot in Alaska, the land was home to a rich tapestry of indigenous cultures, each with their own unique traditions, languages, and ways of life. The Inuit, Aleut, Tlingit, and Haida peoples were among the first to call this land home. The Inuit, known for their remarkable adaptability, thrived in the harsh Arctic climate. They expertly navigated the icy waters in their kayaks, hunted seals and whales, and built their homes, known as igloos, from the very ice that dominated their environment. Further south, the Aleut people made their homes on the windswept islands of the Aleutian chain. They were skilled seafarers and craftsmen, fashioning intricate tools and vessels from the bones and hides of the sea creatures they hunted. In the temperate rainforests of the southeast, the Tlingit and Haida peoples established complex clan-based societies. They were renowned for their artistry, particularly their totem poles, towering monuments carved from cedar trees, telling stories of family lineage and cultural mythology. These indigenous peoples lived in harmony with the land, their lives intricately woven into the rhythms of nature. They respected and revered the animals they hunted, the plants they harvested, and the land they called home. Their traditions and beliefs were deeply rooted in the natural world, reflecting a profound understanding of their environment. The indigenous peoples of Alaska developed sophisticated ways of life that allowed them to survive and thrive in some of the most challenging environments on Earth. They built robust economies based on hunting, fishing, and trade, and they established rich cultural traditions that continue to resonate today. In many ways, these indigenous cultures represent the very soul of Alaska. Their stories, their struggles, and their triumphs are etched into the very landscape of this remarkable land. They laid the groundwork for the diverse array of cultures that would later come to call Alaska home, from Russian fur traders to American gold miners. These ancient cultures laid the foundation for the Alaska we know today. Their resilience, resourcefulness, and respect for the land remain at the heart of Alaskan identity, a testament to the enduring legacy of Alaska's first peoples. As centuries passed, Alaska found itself on the radar of far-off Russia. In the 18th century, an era marked by exploration and the pursuit of wealth, the Russian-American company embarked on a venture that would leave an indelible mark on Alaska's history. The Russian-American Company, a fur trading monopoly granted by Tsar Paul I, was established in 1799. Its mission: to colonize new territories and control the fur trade in Russia's American colonies. At the time, sea otter and fur seal pelts were highly sought after in China, and the Russian-American Company saw an opportunity to capitalize on this lucrative market. Under the leadership of Alexander Baranov, the company's first chief manager, they established the settlement of Novo-Arkhangelsk, known today as Sitka, in 1804. This became the headquarters for their operations and the heart of Russian America. The company's influence extended beyond just trade. They brought Orthodox Christianity to the region, erecting churches and converting indigenous peoples. They introduced new technologies and agricultural practices, and they deeply impacted the lives of the indigenous communities, sometimes leading to conflict and cultural shifts. But the company's monopoly was not to last. By the mid-19th century, the sea otter population, the backbone of their trade, was in decline due to overhunting. The company found it increasingly difficult to maintain their operations in this remote corner of the world. Moreover, the Crimean War in the 1850s exposed Russia's inability to defend its distant North American territories. Fearing a possible takeover by Britain, Russia began considering a sale of its Alaskan territory. It was a decision that would pave the way for one of the most significant diplomatic deals in history, the Alaska Purchase. As we delve deeper into Alaska's rich history, it's fascinating to see how the Russian-American company's foray into this icy wilderness shaped the early settlements. Its influence on the indigenous communities, the economy, and the cultural landscape of Alaska is evident even today. The Russian influence in Alaska left a unique imprint on the land and its people. As we peel back the layers of history, we discover a tapestry rich with stories of exploration, trade, and cultural exchange, all woven together in the vast expanse of Alaska. The turning of the 19th century marked a golden era in Alaska's history, an era where dreams of wealth and prosperity led thousands to brave the harsh conditions of Alaska's wilderness. This was the Klondike Gold Rush, a pivotal moment that would forever alter the economic trajectory of this icy frontier. The Klondike Gold Rush was sparked in 1896, when gold was discovered in the Klondike region of Yukon, Canada. This news sparked a frenzy, drawing an estimated 100,000 prospectors to the region, many of whom traveled through Alaska. Skagway and Dyea, two Alaskan towns, became bustling gateways to the gold fields, growing overnight from quiet settlements to thriving metropolises. But striking it rich was no easy feat. Miners faced a grueling journey, lugging their supplies over the treacherous Chilkoot Pass, only to be met with the harsh realities of the mining life. Yet, the promise of gold was too enticing, and men and women from all walks of life were lured by the prospect of striking it rich. This influx of people, and the wealth they pursued, had a profound impact on Alaska. The gold rush brought economic development, infrastructure, and a population boom. Towns sprouted up, businesses flourished, and the demand for governance grew. This led to the establishment of the District of Alaska in 1884, setting the stage for eventual statehood. But the gold rush was not just about gold. It was about the spirit of adventure, the allure of the unknown, and the enduring human drive for prosperity. It was a time of transformation, where the wilderness of Alaska was seen not just as a frozen wasteland, but a land of opportunity and promise. The gold rush was a catalyst for change, marking a significant shift in Alaska's destiny. It etched a new narrative in the annals of Alaskan history, one of resilience, determination, and the relentless pursuit of dreams, a narrative that continues to shape Alaska to this day. The mid-19th century brought a diplomatic dance that would forever change Alaska's future. Let's take a step back to the year 1867. The United States Secretary of State, William H. Seward, is in the midst of a diplomatic negotiation that would shape the future of America. His vision: to purchase the territory of Alaska from the Russian Empire. Seward's vision was not without controversy. Many criticized the idea, dubbing it Seward's folly or Seward's icebox. The price tag of $7.2 million was seen as steep for a land perceived as barren and unwelcoming. But Seward, a man of foresight, saw beyond the icy expanse. He understood the strategic importance of Alaska, not just in terms of resources, but also geopolitics. Positioned between the two continents of North America and Asia, Alaska held a key position in global trade routes. Furthermore, Seward saw the potential for westward expansion, envisioning a transcontinental railroad that would stretch from the Atlantic to the Pacific. But why was the Russian Tsar, Alexander II, willing to sell this vast territory? The answer lies in the geopolitical landscape of the time. Russia had just fought a costly war against Britain and France, the Crimean War, which had drained its coffers. It feared losing the sparsely populated and difficult to defend Alaska in a potential future conflict, possibly without compensation. The sale of Alaska presented a solution to these problems. It would refill the Russian treasury, and by strengthening the United States, Russia's friendly rival, It would strategically weaken Britain, Russia's adversary. Negotiations between the two nations began, with Seward leading the charge on behalf of the United States. After much diplomatic maneuvering, the Treaty of Cession was signed on March 30th, 1867. This treaty transferred Alaska from Russian to American hands at a cost of about 2 cents per acre, a bargain by today's standards. The purchase was met with mixed reactions in the United States. While some saw it as a waste of resources, others, like Seward, recognized the potential of this new territory. This division of opinion was reflected in Congress, where the treaty was ratified by a margin of just 1 vote. In the years that followed, Seward's vision began to materialize. Gold was discovered in the Yukon in 1896, sparking a gold rush that brought a flood of settlers to Alaska. Later, oil and other natural resources were discovered, further cementing Alaska's economic importance. The Alaska Purchase was a pivotal moment in history, marking the beginning of a new chapter for this icy wilderness. Through a combination of diplomatic foresight and geopolitical circumstances, a land once dismissed as a folly became an integral part of the United States, shaping its destiny in ways that continue to resonate today. As we enter the 20th century, Alaska continues to evolve and surprise. The land that was once seen as a chilly outpost started to reveal its hidden treasures, quite literally. The mid-20th century marked a significant turning point for Alaska. The discovery of oil in the late 1960s ignited an economic boom that transformed the state's landscape. This new black gold rush led to the construction of one of the most impressive feats of modern engineering, the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. Spanning 800 miles from Prudhoe Bay in the north to Valdez in the south, this steel serpent braved harsh weather, rough terrains, and seismic activities to transport crude oil across Alaska. It became the lifeblood of the state's economy, creating jobs, attracting new residents, and ushering in an era of prosperity. But the story of modern Alaska isn't just about oil. It's about an evolving economy that's learning to balance resource extraction with conservation. It's about harnessing the power of renewable energy from the state's abundant wind and hydroelectric resources. It's about the rise of tourism, with millions of visitors each year drawn to Alaska's breathtaking landscapes, diverse wildlife, and rich cultural heritage. It's about the resilient spirit of Alaskans, who have adapted to the changing times while preserving their unique way of life. From the bustling city of Anchorage to the smallest villages in the Arctic Circle, Alaskans continue to shape their state with the same pioneering spirit that defined its past. Today's Alaska is also a hub of scientific research. From studying the impacts of climate change on its vast wilderness to exploring the mysteries of the Northern Lights, Alaska remains a land of discovery and innovation. And let's not forget Alaska's strategic importance. With its close proximity to Russia and the Arctic Circle, it continues to play a pivotal role in global geopolitics. Today, Alaska stands as a testament to its resilient past, thriving amidst ice and snow. Its story is a testament to the power of human innovation, adaptation, and endurance. From oil pipelines to scientific breakthroughs, the land of the midnight sun continues to shine brightly in the 21st century. Our journey through Alaska's history brings us to the present day. As we've traversed through time, we've seen how this land of ice and snow has been shaped and transformed by the hands of many. From the ancient footprints of the indigenous peoples who first called this place home, we've witnessed cultures of the Inuit, Aleut, Tlingit, and Haida peoples thrive and evolve, their legacy etched into the very soil of Alaska. We've walked through the footsteps of the Russian-American company as they ventured into the unknown, their monopoly on fur trading weaving an intricate tapestry into the early chapters of Alaska's history. With the glint of gold in their eyes, the prospectors of the gold rush era brought a seismic shift to Alaska's economic landscape, paving the path towards eventual statehood. Our journey has taken us through the diplomatic dance that led to the Alaska Purchase, a pivotal point in history where William Seward's vision intertwined with Tsar Alexander II's strategic decision to sell. We've seen how the purchase of Alaska, once dismissed as Seward's folly, has proven to be a geopolitical masterstroke, securing the United States' presence in the Arctic. As we stepped into modern Alaska, We've seen how the discovery of oil in the 20th century launched a new era of prosperity. The Trans-Alaska Pipeline, a marvel of engineering, has become a lifeline, fueling the state's economy and shaping its modern-day landscape. Through all these transformations, the spirit of the land remains constant. Alaska's history is a testament to resilience, a story of adaptation and survival against the backdrop of harsh climates and challenging terrains. It's a story that continues to unfold, shaped by the convergence of cultures, the play of geopolitics, and the ebb and flow of economic transformations. As we conclude our journey, let's take a moment to appreciate the rich tapestry of Alaska's history. It's a history that reminds us of how the past shapes the present, and how the present inevitably shapes the future. It's a history that's as diverse and vibrant as the landscapes of Alaska itself. From its ancient indigenous roots to its modern-day prosperity, Alaska's history is a fascinating journey of resilience and transformation. Until next time, keep exploring, and remember, history shapes the world we live in today. As we conclude this immersive journey through Alaska's past, we've witnessed the convergence of cultures, the geopolitics of expansion, and the economic booms that define this remarkable state. Alaska, a land shaped by ice and diplomacy, has unraveled the mysteries of a land where icy landscapes and diplomatic decisions have intertwined. This has been the HIST-A.I RY channel, and I hope you've enjoyed this in-depth exploration. If you're hungry for more historical insights, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Until our next venture into the annals of history, keep exploring and unraveling the mysteries of our past.